She's an angel. Guys, I was not going to go back after Kimberly Klacik, even though there's been so much, vitriol sent my way on the initial video. Now, main reason I wasn't going to do that was because come November 3rd, the likelihood of us never hearing from her ever again was rather high. So it's like, what's the point? But quite a few you guys sent me this video because the main point of my video initially was that she didn't have a plan. And so she releases a video called The Plan. You guys have sent it to me, and hey, I am a man of my word. I am an honest man. I am a fair man. So if my main complaint is that you don't have a plan and you present a video called The Plan, then we shall chop it up. This is like the end of the video, and we're not going to get all the way here, but these are the sisters that's going to come and take her and help her take Baltimore, huh? Go get them, girls. Go get them, all you red team ladies. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna skip past a lot of this because she, what's the names? There's a lot of posturing. Let's go.
Abandoned us, and Baltimore fell into ruin. But it doesn't have to be this way. None of this has to be this way. A broken Baltimore does not have to be our future. And that's why I'm running for Congress, because I see the city differently. I walk the streets of Baltimore and see what could be. I want you to see what I see. I see Baltimore that picks up trash. There are piles of garbage all around Baltimore. It makes life...
Yeah, it's kind of the way it is all over all the urban spaces. This is one of the harder parts that I have with these types of videos is just come on, get to your meat and potatoes. Yeah, clean up after yourself. Yeah, that's been working all this time.
Safe for our families. I'll work with city leaders to get Baltimore's Solid Waste Bureau the resources it needs to take out the trash. Our streets should be a reflection of our leaders. Clean, not dirty.
But that's the thing. It's not. It's a reflection. The streets need to be a reflection of the leaders. I'm not sure, darling. The streets are a reflection of the environment in which those streets maintain. The people of those streets.
Our trash gathers in abandoned homes. There are over 17,000 abandoned buildings in Baltimore. They are a scar on the face of our city. I will support tax credits and incentive programs to give residents a chance to buy and rehabilitate the...
Okay, so here's the thing, and all of those abandoned homes, they're owned. They are owned. If not by the bank, then by a realty group. Now, I don't know how it's broken down in Maryland, but here in New Jersey, there are already tax credit programs and incentives for those realty groups to definitely hold on to those properties, as well as they'll do a lot of different maneuvering in order to get people into homes. We have these programs. These programs exist, but they are absolutely nothing without decent employment.
Deserves a safe community and a chance at home ownership. Let's put the chime back in Charm City. Who will live in these homes? The newly employed constituents of Baltimore City. This district needs more jobs. The best way to get them is by having businesses invest in our community. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act gives federal tax incentive to drive private investment into opportunity zones just like Baltimore.
Okay, so these are things that are actually the opportunity zone things are taking place right now. But let's be real, these programs have been in place. It's like HUD. It's like as soon as they find a way in which to kind of scam and scheme and get those federal dollars without actually producing something, that's what automatically happens in all of these scenarios. And then when it comes to job creation, right? Businesses, I lean more towards industry. And the difference between business and industry is the amount of people that get employed. Okay, a nail salon is a business, right? I mean, a barber shop is a business, but it is very limited in the scope in which it can hire because, not everybody cuts hair. Not everybody, not everybody does nails. But when it comes to industry, and this was a big part of my pitch when I was doing the cannabis thing in my own hometown, was that, hey, we can, if you got a plant, if you have, not a plant as in the bud, but a plant as in a manufacturing plant or a production plant, they're hiring, a couple of hundred people, as opposed to the 12 or 15 that the other business will bring in. So what I'm hearing more than anything is more government programs and jargon and shit like that. And she ain't gonna sit here and touch the family courts. She's not gonna sit here and touch the welfare state. She's not gonna sit there and touch the child support system. So yeah. Keep talking, darling.
Who will work in all of these new jobs if we don't have an educated workforce? 9 out of 10 black boys in Baltimore are not reading at grade level.
And about the same amount are in fatherless homes. So don't you think there's a correlation, causation, right or wrong? Okay. And secondly, this is the main crux of fixing these areas is the family courts. Is child support system, is having, like I said, decent employment, industry, not business, but industry in these places to, put people in a better position. And I know because she's a red teamer, she's like, oh yeah, charter schools, school choice, and all this other shit. Yo, can you go fuck off with that shit? Because charter schools are using public funds. And if you want to be a private school, by all means, knock yourself out. But it's been a matter of double dipping, and the entire time there's like probably about 2 or 3 generations of young folks or young adults, these morons running around rioting the streets right now that went to a school that was ultimately sabotaged in order to make way for a charter school. So when the red team sits there and likes to be like, oh, whoa, school choice and charter schools, like, bruh, like your hands ain't clean and all this nonsense either, all right?
Over a dozen high schools in Baltimore have zero students proficient in math.
And that, once again, these are problems that begin at home. These are problems that begin when you have a welfare state that, in honestly, tons of subcultures within these areas that could give less of a shit about math and English and reading and all the other, basics that you need to survive in life, because, hey, it is what it is.
This is a tragedy. We can end the school to prison pipeline with school choice, providing parents with options to escape schools.
Single mothers. Okay, lady? Single mothers. Cut the shit. Like, providing parents. They always say parents with an S when in these areas. No. You had a welfare state. Everybody getting all nice and knocked up. But as you can see later on here in the video, she has her army. How many of those people do you really think live in Baltimore, or possibly the other communities that are in that district? But I mean, how many of these ladies do you really think live in Baltimore? How many are actors? I mean, at least she got some people in the video with her this time. I think that was an argument for not an argument, but a point that I was making out before. Like, yo, where's the Baltimore residents that's like really, really got your back? So what we'll do, to be fair, we'll assume that these are all Baltimore Republican red lady residents just ready to go alongside her. Like, yo, I'm telling y'all, man, like the red team is just as whack and trash as the blue team. And I don't want to sit here and pretend otherwise. Nah, family. Nah, family. The red team is just as whack and just as trash as the blue team. Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, I initially wasn't going to bring it up, but I wasn't going to talk about her again, but I wanted to be fair. And when it comes to her going after the folks on The View, guys, I look at it the same way that I look at Candace and Cardi B. Like, dude, these are not, they are lost in Trump derangement syndrome sauce. So that's not a big win. That's not really an easy win. It's just something for the trained seals to sit there and yerp about. Okay. So guys, yeah, I'm going at you, Angel, again. It is what it is. We'll see what happens in November, on November 3rd, because that's the thing about these, a lot of these candidates is that after November 3rd, man, you ain't ever going to hear from them again. All right, and guess what? The residents of these areas, they didn't hear from them before November 3rd, right? like up until like a couple months ago, most residents probably had absolutely no clue who she was. Here she is, she doing well, internet lover. She making hella bread. But that's the thing about this industry. That's it happens more often than you think. And when you guys sit here and think, I'm going at click clack. Nah, I'm not going at click clack. I'm going at this prototype that I've seen throughout my career as a campaign strategist, manager, and all around political badass. So with that being said, guys, we're gonna bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like this, also like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice and want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from the Teespring and speak. Let me know. What do you think in the comments? Yeah, man. This is the second. I didn't mean to do two campaign ad videos in a row, but yeah, it was sent to me, and I'm like, you know what? Let me check it out. And it's the same shit. Like these answers, all her plans, the same tax credits and looking at tax credits and charter schools. Yup, that's the answer. And it's like, nah, sweetheart, nah. In the welfare state. In the welfare state, bring industry, not businesses, but industry to these areas. Freaking child support, redo child support. Some folks are gonna hurt for a while, but it is what it is. If you want real change, if you want things to really get on point and on board, yeah, you need something like that. That's the approach that needs to be taken, not this same old shit that's that's come to us in a tight dress. We've had this conversation, gentlemen. So, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Because, Jay, you just a hater. I don't give a shit, guys. I love. I'm from urban America. I love urban America. I love the people of urban America. We love each other. It's a reciprocal love. I'm the type of brother that goes to Chicago, goes to Compton, goes to any place in the world, and I get shown love by white, black, green, blue people because I know how to show love back. And so when you got people who come through and just use and exploit these places and these areas, I mean, no matter what color you is, I got your back. Either ways, we'll see what happens on November. We wish you the best of luck. And like I said before, a lot of this has to do with the machine that's already in place in Maryland and in Baltimore, and how I guess they go about this election. But that's not my space, all right? But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. And until the next one.